All right, man, peace. You know, brothers, LeBron James reminds me of the lead character in the film Unbreakable. In that film, for those of you who've seen it, the lead character is played by Bruce Willis. He's a person named David Dunn, who basically has superpowers, super strength, super durability, etc. His only weakness is water. If he's submerged in water, he's going to drown, he's going to die. With LeBron James, his only weakness seems to be excessive heat. If he's exposed to excessive heat, he's going to cramp up. He's not going to be able to perform to his optimal capabilities. Well, according to Chris Bosh, he believes that the San Antonio Spurs turned to LeBron's kryptonite in order to render him powerless in Game 1 of their series back in 2014. So, of course, they're going to talk about it. I'm going to chime in.
Fans may remember, the 2014 NBA Finals. Well, Chris Bosh sharing a conspiracy theory about Game 1 of that series. He did it on the South Beach Sessions podcast with Dan Levitar. Take a listen.
And so I go back in the arena, and I'm like, whoa, it's hot.
You guys think that was absolutely something meant to disorient you?
Of course. Why wouldn't they do it?
Well, something like that will only work on an athlete who is not properly prepared. Nothing against LeBron James, but it's very obvious that he was not properly hydrated. We've seen other great athletes who were subjected to similar situations, a la Muhammad Ali in the Thriller in Manila. It's very obvious that he had brought himself to a non-pareil level of conditioning because he was able to maintain himself throughout 120-degree heat over 14 rounds against Joe Frazier. And Chris Bosh is actually going to bring up the notion that it felt like they were in the Thriller in Manila in Game 1 against San Antonio. For those of you brothers who go back when it comes to NBA history, you'll remember that I believe it was in Game 5 of the 1984 Finals in the Boston Garden. They turned off the AC so that the Lakers also suffered due to the heat. But the Boston Celtics played in that same heat and they were able to win. We know that they had the advantage, though, because what? The Lakers wanted to run. They wanted to get up and down the court.
In the game, and I'm like, miserable, bro. I felt like it was like the Thriller in Manila in there. And I knew Brian was going to cramp.
Did you?
Because, he has that body type. He's always had cramps because his muscle mass is so dense.
Yes, I wonder why his muscle mass is so damn dense that he cramps up whenever the temperature gets above 80.5 degrees. I mean, come on. At the end of the day, the brother has to do a better job of making sure that his muscles are loose and that his body is properly hydrated.
I said it was a perfect storm.
I just want to say, I was in that building. It was ridiculous. The Heat were gonna win that game. They lost that game.
Now, did you brothers see Richard Jefferson when they first brought the camera back to the panel? It looked like he was telling Tracy McGrady something. I was just reading his mouth. Like he said something like off mic. Richard Jefferson probably knows something about that story that he does not feel like he can tell while on the air. Let me rewind it back a little bit.
I just want to say, I was in that building. It was...
Yeah, Richard said we'll talk off mic. Richard must know something. Remember, he played with LeBron James in Cleveland. LeBron probably told him something about that whole situation.
It's ridiculous. The Heat were gonna win that game. They lost that game. LeBron was cramping. What do you think?
Come on, Rafe. Come on now. You're not going for that. No, that's not true. I cramped in 93. The Bulls didn't turn the air conditioning off on me. LeBron forgot to hydrate.
Yeah.
Well...
That's all that was. And he clearly had a potassium deficiency as well.
So the air conditioning did go out. That happened.
Real.
Yes.
The question was it on purpose or not?
You wouldn't do that to your own
Shout out to the AC man.
I always wondered, though. I always wondered if Pat Riley had come down and said, we're stopping the game. These are not fair conditions for our guys.
Can't stop it. Can't do that.
Once again, Pat Riley has experience with that situation because he went through the same thing in Boston back in 1984. And as the players are saying, how is Pat Riley going to stop the game when everybody's playing in the same conditions? It makes no sense. Rachel Nichols sounds like a LeBron James fangirl, which we know she has to be because she's probably the only reporter in all of the mainstream liberal sports media who can get exclusives with LeBron James. But anyway, peace.